Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, 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 yes. Good morning to the Dream Team. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, K. How are you? Davion with the heart me and Candy with the heart me. Thank you very much. Davion with the popular votes. It's a new day, Tuesday. What's up, J.O.? J.O. As you're coming in, guys, tap the screen, share the live. Just mapping these out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, got them out. Yes, Candy with the first blow bubbles. Davion with the lightning donations. KK with the heartbeat. JDM with the ice cream cone. Good morning, Stevie. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys were green yesterday. It was kind of hard not to be. Midwest with the rose. Yes, 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 yes. Go Midwest, go Midwest, go. JC, hello. Shelly Stringer, good morning to you. Good morning to all our beautiful traders in here. Good morning to all our new VIP traders. Congratulations to you all. Thank you, Fishing Midwest, for the heart me. We're at 3,000 likes, everybody. John Kelly, good morning. Marco Estrada, good morning to you. Good morning, Don. Insco Don. The Lenny G is in the house. Thank you, Lenny G, with the heart me. Marky Brown with the heart me. Thank you so much, everybody. Get your heart me's in. Good morning, Meg. Good morning, Alina Rocha. Thank you, Powder, for the heart me. Hector Isaias. Powder with the goat. Don't forget, traders, we have VIP live training tonight at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time in the VIP. In around. We are at 5,000 likes. As soon as we hit 10K, we will get this party started. Got some narrow states this morning, everybody. Just a girl. That's narrow. Good morning, JL Haba with the heartbeat. Hillary with the heartbeat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Tap, 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 tap. Had my daughter's graduation yesterday. So sad. Good morning, Mr. Dave. Trinity, good morning to you. Mr. Dave with the heart me and the second blow bubbles. Thank you for the popular vote, Mr. Dave. He is. All right, here we go, everyone. Welcome. My name is Voss. Hope you all are doing well. Sit back. Let's go over your levels. Here we go. We're going to start off with SPY. All we ask that you do over there on YouTube and TikTok is you tap the screen throughout the live. Share the live out, everybody. Share it out on YouTube, TikTok. Share it out. You never know who we're going to help, okay? Right now on SPY, we're neutral. We are in position 2 to the downside. All roads are lined up here. You got room here on SPY down to 589. 589 on this market. Mark that down. Coming back over the top of the whip zone here of 603. You have room up to 605 on Miss Market. Okay? We're going to head over to AMD. AMD, we're narrow. Narrow in position 2 here on AMD after that juggernaut of a trending day yesterday. Folks, you'll see this every couple months. This won't be the norm, where you just get that trend all the way up. I hate when we get this, like on this on JPM. I hate it because there's just no volatility. You're just trending. So you are in position 2 here on AMD. You will not get that again, so please do not expect that. 15-minute is right here. Boom, boom. We're going to mark these out. Want to get these levels for you here on the hourly. There we go. All right, AMD and narrow, you are in position 2. You got room, first stop, 132. Mark that down. 132. Under 126, you have room back down to 121 here on AMD. Going to head over to our daily here. Pulling away here from that 200, which is good, but all roads lead back to our 8 and then our 20. Our 20 has to catch up right now, okay? This 20 needs to catch back up to this 8. So watch the gap and nap on AMD after that trending day yesterday. Matt Dixon with the heartbeat and the rose and the goat and Hillary with the blow bubbles. Let's go. All right, we're going to head over now to the Qs. And we hit 65,000 new followers, so congratulations to everybody. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. The Qs, you are narrow as narrow can get. You're in position 2 to the downside, coming off of that 5-minute 200 currently here at 532. So just watch that. Right below that, we have the 15-minute 200 too. We're clanging and banging against, okay? And on the hourly, we have the pivot here and then the 200s on the Qs. We're going to pull this back, as we always do, to our execution time frame. You get under 531.84 here on the Qs. Under both of these 200s with a retest, you have room down to 526 on the Qs. Back over 534.50, and you have room up to 537 on the Qs. Oscar Urbano. Good morning, Mr. Dave, over there on the tubes. Yes, tap, tap, tap. Don't forget over there on the YouTube, we have the, what do they call it? The super chats and super icons are available in the chat. Buckeye with the popular vote and the heart me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Marky Brown, for the rose. All right, let's head over to Tesla. Tesla, you know what it is. It's narrow. Tesla is in a narrow state for all you Teslarites out there. Right now, we are in position 2, right at the start of it, all right, on Tesla. You got your 5-minute 200 right below you here. Yesterday, folks, if you were just patient, like I have mentioned a million times, if you were just patient, there was no way you couldn't catch a good move. And if you have analysis paralysis on every trade you take, why are you doing this? We are in a narrow state, position 2. You got room down to 325.62. First stop, under 325.62 with a retest. You have room down to 316, okay? The market doesn't like scaredy cats. Above 330, you have room up to 332 on Tesla. Tesla's narrow. Tesla looks good. Look out for Tesla. Lino Rocha with the money gun. Lino Rocha. Keep tapping. Keep tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Share, share. Tap, tap, tap. And have a good time. It's time to come together. Uber. We haven't talked about that in a couple of days, right? Uber. Round the neutral. You're in position 2, the start of 2. Just coming out of 1 here on Uber, okay? 5:15. Let's put this in. Bam. Bam here on Uber. All right, Uber, neutral, position 2. You got room down to $83.34, then $83 hold number here on Uber, okay? You want to get back over the whip zone and over this pivot here. You want to get over $86, and then you have room up to $86.83 on Uber. We're going to have a good time tonight. Yeah! Zen Method with the goat. Meg with the heartbeat. Zen with the growing garden. Brad James with the heartbeat. Yes, it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazon. It's a celebration. All right, we are in a neutral state on Amazon here. We are in a bull state, and we are in a bullish position. Position 1 down here on Amazon, okay? We have the 2-minute right there. The 2-minute. The 5-minute 200 right there, everybody. We also got the 15-minute 200 right above it. On the hourly, we got our hourly 20 there. We got a pivot here and another 200 right there. So here's what it looks like, folks. You got room down to 214. 214 on Amazon, and then right underneath that at 213.65, you have another 200. So it's safe to say we got support right here in this zone on Amazon, okay? Back over 217, you have room up to 218.50. 218.50 here on Amazon. We're going to head over to JPM. I caught a little part of that trend here to the upside yesterday on JPM. I waited for this to right here. You see this little curl we had here? When that curled, then we got our train tracks on the 8 as well. So I was waiting for that to form because as we were coming up here, I said we're either getting a pullback now because we're going to get farther away. But once we saw this 20, I saw that 20 make that curl, and then I saw the 8 already made that hook. I said we're going up a little higher on this. So I got a little piece of that action. I hate trading anything that's trending. Hate it. I was in that trade for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. But I got 70 cents per share on that, so that was pretty good. But 30 goddamn minutes, I don't want to be sitting in a trade for 30 minutes. We are in a narrow state on JPM. We are in position 2 to the downside here on JPM. We got our 5-minute 200 right there. We're going to pull this out to the 15. That's the way love goes. All right, JPM, right now we are in position 2 to the downside. We are in a narrow state. We got room down to 268. User with the heartbeat and the goat. Thank you, my user. I appreciate you. Talons, good morning to you. First stop is 268. You got a hold number here. So this is a support level. Mark that down, okay? You got support here on on JPM, but we are narrow on JPM, back to the downside now. Folks, what goes up will come back down, okay? Under 268, you got room down to 267. Now on JPM, back to the upside, above 271, you have room up to 272 on JPM. What goes up will come down, folks. It's that simple, okay? Look at our daily here right now. We took out 50% of this green candle from yesterday already. Just like that. Bam! IWM, yes. No, it was the worst part of being in that JPM trade yesterday, everybody. I had to do a poopy. But I couldn't put a stop in and let it go because when you trend, you up and back, up and back, up and back. I would have been stopped out 100 times. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral state on IWM. You are in position 2 to the downside. Sometimes, I didn't do this, but, when you're in a good trade, everybody, if you got to go, you better get the shower ready because you're not coming out of that trade. What's more important, the poopy or completing the trade? I think I'm kidding. All right, here we go on IWM. Position 2, neutral. You got room down to 207.32 and then 207. Yeah, you got to take a poop. You're pooping your pants while you're sitting in that tray. You kidding me? 207, let's go. 207's the next stop. Above a 210.77, you have room up to 211 here on IWM. Cassie, what's up, Cassie? MSTR, yes. Remember, what did I tell you all? You have to do in trading whatever it takes. You're all in, baby. Narrow state here on MSTR. Position 2 to the downside. Yes. Let's see. 15-minute, nice and tight inside that whip zone. That's good, okay? Hourly, you got the hourly 200 up there. Let's get you another pivot right there and right there. MSTR, we are narrow in position 2. First stop here is 371. 371, you get under 370.76 with that retest coming under that poke through, and you have room down to 364.27 here on MSTR. You got to get back over 383.15 here, and then you'll have room up to 391 on MSTR. Just Pinku, hello. What do I think about the decline in U.S. retail sales? I could care less. Don't care. Just Pinku. I just trade my setup. That's it. I could care less what the news tells me. Good morning, Talons. Hello. Hello, all our YouTubers. Hector Isaias with the donation of the Blow Bubbles. Number 4 of the Blow Bubbles. Nvidia. We are in a narrow state on Nvidia in the whip zone, right where you want her, baby, right there. You're in position 1 right now here on Nvidia. We got support underneath us here to the downside, which is good. Nvidia could be looking to make another juggernaut here. Hold on tight. We got our 2015 there. Wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. Hold the fort as we map these out, okay? Personality. All right, Nvidia to the moon. You're narrow. You got to get over 145.35. You have room up to 146.15. First stop here on Nvidia. Your next stop above 146.15 with a retest off that whole number. You have room up to 149 here on Nvidia. Go, baby, go. Under 144.30, you have room down to 144 and then 143 on Nvidia. Look out. Thank you, Just Pinko. I love you, Just Pinko. Yeah, don't worry about news, Pinko, because you have 2 options here when it comes to news. 1, you try to chase it and catch it, and then at that point, you're just GAMBLI-ing, okay? We don't want to do that as a professional trader. So you let the news go by, you let it settle down, and you trade your setups. Once you start saying to yourself, I'm just a setup trader, everything will change for you. If you're still chasing scanners around, you're chasing news around, you're chasing all that earnings around, how's it working out for you? Esther with the rose. Yes. Thank you, Hector. Miss Market. And then you can't have analysis paralysis. I mean, if you can't stop that eventually, you got to think about wrapping up your trading career. Right now, we are in a neutral state here on the SPY. We are in position 2. Position 2, where is it? There it is. You got room down to 589 here on SPY. 589. Above 603 to the upside, you have room up to 605 on Miss Market. Mr. Dave with the super chat, $1.99. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Tommy June with the rose. MFI. What is MFI? Let's see. What do we got here on MF? Oh, the old penny stock, Tommy. Tommy or Tommy? You're really looking at this, huh? All right, I'll do it for you. Let's see what we got here. Must have popped up on the scanner. See what I'm saying, everybody? We are in a neutral state here on MFI. You got the 200 right below you here, folks. Boom. 15-minute. You got the 15-minute 20 there. Hourly. There you go. Bam. Let's take a look at the daily. All right. Yeah, this is definitely a popper up on the scanner from yesterday. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral state. They like to call it continuation in the penny stock market. We are in position 1, 2 here. You have room up to 450 on MFI. 450. Told me 450. Got a lot of support to the downside here. A lot of support, okay? Mark these levels out. Whoop. You got room up to 450. Mark, thank you for the hand heart. Tommy June. Mark Mesa with the heart me and the lightning. Yes. So, adult diapers on hand. Thank you. You're welcome. AMD. Adult diapers. I like that. Nah, just go right in the drawers and then take a shower. I mean, you're in your home, right? Now, listen, if you're not trading at home, then I would suggest getting the diapers, all right? Get the extra thick ones, everybody. We are in a narrow state on AMD. Position 2. Got room up to 132 here on AMD. 132. Let me give you one more level past that, okay? Then you got a double top right here around 134. So be careful here on AMD, all right? You got room up to 132 and then 134. Up here at this level, you got a double top. Mark that down, okay? Double top. Sound advice. UNH. We are in the whip zone on UNH. Narrow whip zone, yes. Put it in the chat. Was yesterday green for you or red? Put it in the chat, everybody. Green or red day? 15-minute on UNH. You're nice and tight. That's good. Above 308. 309, you have room up to 312. 309, room up to 312. Under 306, you have room down to 304.50 on UNH. Measy with the heartbeat and the popular vote. Christina Zahn with the rose. Thank you. Red. What do we got here? Break even. Red. Green. Green. How else? What else we got, everybody? Green. Green. I like it. Babe, I'm pregnant. Hello. Well, congratulations to you. MU. Right now at MU, we are narrow in that whip zone again here on MU. Wait till this thing comes back hard. All right, hold on here. Hold the fort here on the M of the U. All right, MU above the whip zone of 120.11. You got room up to 121. Yes, 121 first stop. Over 121 with a retest, you have room up to 124 here on MU. 124, mark that down. Folks, it's very simple. All right, under 119, you have room down to 117.50. 117.50 on MU. I'll make this nice and nice for you. There you go. There's your levels, okay? This is where you're currently out. In the whip zone. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Yes. Thank you for the follow, Hakeem Julius. Danielle, good morning, Danielle. LLY and XLF. XLF. All right, you're neutral here on XLF. All right, you are neutral. You are in position 2 to the downside here on the XLF. Every time I see this, I think of the XFL. You are in position 2 to the downside. Let's mark them out. Position 2, you have room down to $50. First stop, $50 here on XLF. In that neutral state, under 50, you have room down to $49.83. You start to get into some support right around here, okay? So mark down that $50 area on XLF. Back over 50.64, you have room up to $50.85 and then $51 on XLF. We're going to head over to Eli Lilly. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, that 200's way up there. What am I doing? All right, here we go. We're in a wide state on Eli Lilly. You're in position 2. In a wide state to the downside. Oh, boy. Watch the Lily of Eli here. All right, Eli Lilly, you're starting to get wide. Wide. That means you're going to start looking for more of this than this, okay? You have room down to 797. Look for that as your possible reversal spot. All right, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. But watch 797 area on Eli Lilly. All right, for a move back up to 806. What else are we looking at? Doniel with the heartbeat. Yes, it is. Tesla. Oh, let's go to XRP. XRP right now, you are in a neutral state. You're in that whip zone area, okay? Let's go to the 5-minute. You got to get back over this pivot right here. Get over this pivot right here on XRP for a retest and room back up to the 200. 5-minute 200, okay? 224.54. I don't know why anyone would touch this garbage. I really have no clue. Tesla. Tesla, we are in position 2 in a narrow state. First stop here is 325.62. You got a 200 right here. You got to get through this with a retest, and you got a nice move down to 316 on Tesla, okay? Above 330, you got room up to 332 and then 333 on Tesla. Katana Lim. Hello, Katana Lim. SOXL. No. I love when traders, no, I don't love it, but when traders start to lose or have a couple bad days in a row, they get real quiet. When they're doing well, you hear them all the time. Woo, 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 everything's a party. Yeah. I feel great, man. Yeah. How you doing? You need something? You good? You good? Everybody good? Yeah. Need help with something? You good? We're good. Then when they lose, silence. We are in a narrow state here on SOXL. We are in position 2 to the downside on SOXL. Oh, man. Just like my buddy. Remember I told you about my buddy with the crypto? He was great, man. He was on cloud 9, and then he disappeared. What happened? Where'd you go, man? All right, we're in a narrow state, position 2. You got room down to 21.34. This is why I love this game. Just when you think you got it, nope. Retest of 21.34, you have room down to 19.81 on SOXL. Above 22.05, you have room up to 22.22 and then 22.60. Good morning, Blake Swanee. Woohoo, blew up my account. I'm not shocked. Andrew the Believer with the popular vote and the Heartbeat. Yes, the VIP is open for all you account blower-uppers. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com for $25 a month or $275 for the year. We will fix your mess. How's that? We got VIP live training tonight at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time by me in the VIP training room. So if you're not doing very well, I highly suggest you get in there quickly before you start getting worse and making more bad habits. XOM, Jules, what's up, Jules? Dun, 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 dun. That's one thing we don't talk about enough. is creating more bad habits. We are in a narrow state in position 2 here on XOM. Jules, you want to be careful because of the way you closed out yesterday on XOM. See that? See how you closed out? Typically when we get this, right? Quentin, I was telling you this, and then it happened on Boeing the other day. You get this move to the upside at the closeout, you have a little gap up, you're going to pull back first, and then you can look for it to go, okay? So let's put all our levels in here on XOM. Boom, boom. All right, on XOM, you have room up to 114.60, 115 area, and then 115.50 here on XOM, okay? Coming back down through that whip zone, under the whip zone of a 111.91, you have room down to 111.33, okay? And then you got this pivot here, a 110. Bam, right there. Nomas Marando to do with the goat. Hello, Nomas and the rose. Thank you, my Nomas. Bump, 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 bump. Tommy June with the roses. Thank you, Tommy June. Atrini wants a little apple. Oops. All right, what do we got here on the Apple Roonies? We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside here, it looks like, right? Yeah, position 1, position 2 area here on Apple. Oh, where's Mr. Dave? I watched the other day on Disney the Beach Boy bio. Excellent. You got to watch that if you haven't. Excellent. So many things about there that my mom never knew before, and she was a huge Beach Boy fan. We got room. Here we go. Apple. We are in position 1 to the downside in a neutral state. You got room down to 195.65 on Apple, okay? You really want to get back over 198.50, and let's go for a little ride up to $200.50. There's that 200 again on Apple. Holy moly. Yes. Only Danik. I like Norman. No, I like Nomas better. Nomas. Nomas. Hey, a little Nomas. You can do a little Italian, a little Spanish. Nomas. Hey, get the gravy, the sauce for Nomas. Thank you for the follow, Gabriel Diva. Yes. AMAT. We haven't done that one in a while. Applied Materials. You know, I used to trade this. It was very good. You got to watch the spread on this, though. That was the only thing. All right, we are in a neutral state on AMAT. Let's see what we got. Got 200s poking around here. You got to watch those 200s, everybody. I'm telling you. Boy, cuckoo. No mas. Watch those 200s poking around the horn here. All right. Here's where we're at. We're neutral. We are in position 1 to the downside. 174. 174, first stop to the downside, okay? Back over 177. You have room up to 182. On AMAT. Tommy June with the donut. Stephen Silent with the rose. The only Dan in the UK with the roses. Netflix, yeah, sure. We are at almost 100,000 likes. Let's go. Woo! All right, we are in a neutral state on Netflix here. We are in position 2 to the downside on Netflix. We got a 200 right here on Netflix, okay? Right out of the whole number, 1218. 1218, watch that, okay? Double top right there. All right, Netflix, we are in position 2 to the downside. You got to get under 1217.87 with a retest, and you have room down to 1193. All right, here on Netflix. Above 1226, you have room back up to 1230.45 on Netflix. Let's go, Tubes. Are we tapping over there, Blake Swanee? Mr. Dave, are they tapping over there? Let's go. Lino Rocha with the money gun. Wake me up. Yep, gotta get over that. Gotta get over that. Not doing dookie right now. Trinity wants a little C. Right now, we're narrow on C. We are in position 2 on C. Be careful, my Trinity. We have a 5-minute 200 lurking right there. All right, coming back up. We got a 15-minute 200. I hate when it's there. Coming back up. I hate it. Double top up here, Trinity. All right, let's see what we got. We got support here around 77.50 area, okay? You got to get under 77.50, Miss Trinity, and then you have room back down to 75.50, all right? Back over 78.13, you have room up to $79 on a C. There he is, SPX Gunner! Look at all those donations. The heart me, the love you, the cone, the puff, the garden, the hey there. Thank you, SPX. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We got 2 more blow bubbles on board. Did I miss gold? Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Let me see if I have it here, folks, for you. I want to show you guys something. You want to see something cool? Let me show you something cool. Should have saved it on my desktop. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. Keep tapping. It's probably way back. Can someone go into the VIP chat and pull up that journal I posted the other day of one of our VIP members? And there it is. I got it. All right, folks, here you go. Remember we talk about the journal? There's one of our VIP members right there. Started, you see, down, flattens out, and now he's on the uptick. Woo! Just like we talk about. Look at that beauty. Oh, baby. Look at that thing. Yes, it is. Very well done, everybody. Look at that. That's the journal. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Choice is yours, my friends. Keep losing. GLD. Very humbled individual, too. Very, very humbled individual. GLD, we are in the whip zone here in a neutral state on GLD. Let's pull this here. Bam. All right, let's do it. GLD under 311.67. You got room down to 310. 310, okay? You got to get back over 313, and you have room up to 313.93. First stop. Above 314, you have room up to 317.50. My Kate! What's up, Kate? With the heartbeat and the blow bubbles! Yes! Hello, Kate! Everyone say hello to our Kate. Everyone, put Kate in the chat. Hello! Yes. How you doing, Kate? How was you? How are you, my friend? How are you? KRB. Tesla. Tesla, we're narrow. We're in position 2. You got room down to 325.62. This is a 200 here. That's why we have it marked out, okay? Under 325.62 with a retest, you have room back down to 316 on Tesla. Above 330, you got room up to 332 here on Tesla to the moon. Paul Miranda with the heartbeat. Thank you, my Paul. I appreciate you. Katana Lim. What is she, the only one that has friends on here? Share that live out, everybody. Let's go. Paul Miranda. A little V. Visa. All right, Visa here. We are in position 2 to the downside on V currently, okay? Let's mark these out. Very important. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. All right, neutral, position 2. You got room on Visa down to 345, Paul Miranda. 345 on Visa. Above the whip zone, yes. 357, you have room up to 358 on Visa. Nice ATR on that, huh? Addy Batty. Netflix again. What the hell? Yes, we can do it again. Netflix. Thank you, SPX. I love you. What were we doing? Netflix. Netflix right now, we're neutral. We are in position 2. Got to get under 1217.87 with a retest. All right, you need this retest for a few reasons. You need that 20 to hook down, okay? Then you have room down to 1192.66 on Netflix. Coming back to the upside here, above 1226.03, you have room up to 1230. Be careful coming back over that whip zone because you're neutral, okay? Because you are neutral. Zen Method with the rose and the goat. Thank you, Zen. JPM, Tiana Monet. Hey. See what I did there, Tiana? Tiana Monet. Hey. JPM, we are narrow, position 2. Got to be careful here. Coming into some support. 268 and 267. Major support levels here on JPM. You can look for possible reversals off of there, okay? Back over 271.15. You have room up to 272 on JPM. Z Method with the cone. Duco and the purple dog with the rose and the heartbeat. What are we at here with taps? 125,000. The machine is rolling on. Meta. All right, hold on. How did your thing do yesterday, everybody? Your circle. Whoa, look at that top and tail, huh? Whammo for all you casino people. All right, what were we doing? Meta. Just listen to Voss, would you? Just listen to me for Christ's sake. Oh. Meta, we are in the narrow state in the whip zone here on Meta. That's where everybody is. They're home crying right now from yesterday on Circle. They try to go to the moon. The moon never pays well, everybody. Haven't you figured that out yet? Under $700, you got room down to $696 here on Meta. Back over 703. You have room up to 705 on Meta. 705, then 707. Boeing. How many of you have tried to go to the moon? Does it pay well? What's love got to do? Got to do with it? We're in a neutral state here on Boeing. We're in position 2 to the downside. Yes. Got to do with it. All right, Boeing. Neutral to the downside, position 2, 199, major support level. Mark that down, please. 199 on Boeing if you get there, okay? Back over 202.26. You have room up to 204.63. How we doing, everybody? Christina Zanov. Thank you for the rose. Brad James with the lightning. The popular vote. Candy says we're going to finish that blow bubble donation. Thank you, my Candy. She's like, give me that son of a... What's love got to do? Yeah, I want to know. What has love got to do with it, everybody? Thank you for the follow. Evicolate. Oscar Health. The old penny stock. Let's see what we got here. Waiting for a new direction. Oh, we got the gap up. Neutral. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Oscar. You got room up to $16.72. $17 on this, all right? So be careful here on the penny. You are neutral now, all right? So you're not going to get that power coming out of a narrow state. You're already up here in position 2. Starting 3, you got room up to 16.72, 17 area, and then look for whoosh back to the downside. How many of you used to trade penny stocks in here? How many of you went to the old pennies one day? We're narrow on Celsius. Position 1 to the downside on the old Celsius here. Let's see what we got. I should be seeing a lot of me. Me. Celsius back over $44. You have room up to $44.18 area. Oof. Right now you're in position 1 to the downside. You have room down to $42, okay? Low market cap, penny stock, low float. Me. You used to have the scanner, right? How many of you had a subscription with trading, trade ideas? Miss Galvin with the rose. Duco, yes. Manny being Manny. Yes, it is. Thank you, my Manny. User Lovesick with the rose. Thank you, my user. Made some good money back in the day. Such a waste of time. You're welcome, Marky Brown. Yeah. AMD. All right, AMD, we're narrow. We are in position 2. You can look for a move up to 132 and then 134 here on AMD, okay? Under the whip zone of 126, which I hope we get under there with a retest, we have room down to 121. In the purple rain. Purple rain. Oh, you're getting close. Getting close. Retest. Retest that sucker. All right. Baba. Baba, we are in a narrow state in the whip zone on the Baba-roonies. Let's see what we got here. I got to pull this sucker back now. Let me see here. See kind of mess Baba's putting us in here. Ugh. You're narrow above 116.50. You got room up to 117. The golden goose here is over 117 with a retest up to 118 on BABA, okay? You're always going to get a retest. Under 115.89, you're coming back down to 115 on BABA. Alex says it sucks that only 10% of traders are turning a profit. Alex, 8%. Close, though. Close. Because they don't listen. They don't listen, or they do this. PLTR. Ready? They do this. The stock's right there. But if I go in, the sun is not shining bright enough today. It's a little cloudy, partly cloudy. Can't trade on a partly cloudy day. No, never worked out for me before, partly cloudy. Oh, I forgot to put deodorant on. Wait a minute. Let me go get that. Let me go put the deodorant on. My light levels. Let me move those around. My mouse, I didn't click it on the ground 3 times yet. 1, 2, 3. We are in the whip zone on PLTR. Under 141, you have room down to 139.30. Above 140.274, watch for it, 143 whole number. You have room up to 143.29. That's not even worth it. So get over 143.29, and then you have room up to 145 on PLTR. Yes, yes. What else are we looking at, my beauties? XOM, we are in position 2. Watch that little pullback at the open first, okay? 113.57, position 2. You got room up to 114.60 and then 115.50. All right, on XOM. If you come back down through the whip zone under 111.66, you got 111.33. And then the big one, down to 110 on XOM. No pennies for me. Too much reading to find the right one. SMCI, until you all start trading the same 69 stocks every single day, you are going to continue to have a hard time being a trader, okay? I'm not going to say it again. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on SMCI. Got a lot of support here on SMCI below us, all right? Got a triple top up there on SMCI. Above 43.86, we got a triple top up here at 44.50. Mark that down. Triple top-a-rooney right there, 44.50. Thank you, Dr. Suds with the heartbeat. Appreciate you, my Suds. We're in position 1 to the downside. You have major support here, right around $43 whole number. 42.82 area. Can lead a man to knowledge, but can't make him think. You got it. What's sad is a lot of you I have learned to know and love here. But eventually, there's a good chance you'll just be gone. You'll become a statistics. You will become a statistic. But we'll be here. We'll be here. Doing the Heisman. Woo! 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 I'll be here trading the same old stocks. Yep. That guy's still there. That guy Voss is still around. Yep, he's here. Oracle. The question is, will you? Oracle. Oh, you'll be on to the next scheme. Oracle, neutral in the whip zone here on Oracle. Selling the lotions and the potions. Remember that guy? Bill. I'll say to my wife, remember that guy, Bill, in our VIP? Yeah, what about him? The guy's selling whey protein now. He's trying to get me to buy his whey protein. His what? His whey protein. This guy's selling whey protein. All right, Oracle, we're in the whip zone. You got to get under 209. 209.46, and then you have room down to 202.50. 202.50. We above 212, you got room up to 217 on Oracle. 217 on Oracle. No, JDM, I haven't had that happen yet, but it's coming, I'm sure. It's either the whey protein. What else do they sell out there? The lotion, the makeup. What else they got going on? Peptides, that whole scam. All right, let's see what we got going on here. RDDT, everybody. All I do is just trade. Why would you want to do anything else? Right? It's all right. It's all right here. Reddit. Let's see what we got. We're in position 2. Let me mark these out here on Reddit. I want to go up to people. You want to buy my shit? Yo, what's up? You want to buy my shit? That's how I would go about it. Right to the point. You want to buy my shit? I can spot them coming a mile away, too. All right, here we go. We're in a neutral state. We are in position 3 to start at 3 on Reddit. All right. You got room on Reddit up to 149 on Reddit. Well, you're not going to get there right away. 149. All right. Need that pullback first. In position 3 on Reddit. How many of you, when you trade in here, use a market order? Put me or no in the chat. Who uses a market order in here? Put me or no in the chat. Very good, everybody. Now, my next question here. Are we ready? How many of you have no idea what order you use when you trade? How many of you have no idea what order you're using? Oh, they're all quiet now. They're like, shit, what kind of order do I use? What order do I use? And I'm not talking about no NRB. No. No. So NRB, what you're doing right now is you're saying, okay, I'm going to enter a trade now. Miss Market, you decide where I get in. Go. Put me in anywhere. Woo. And folks, please never do this. Never do this. Never. You enter a trade. Let me put a limit order in of where I want it to finally, I want to make my money. I'm going to put a limit order up here. What? What are you doing? Oh, I'm going to put it up here. No. You know what that tells me? Look. You have no idea what you're doing. You're just hoping we get up here. Woo! Yes. Oh, brother. What else are we looking at, everybody? The SPY. Pretty cut and dry today. You just got to be patient. All right? Why aren't you guys patient? Wait for your setup. You see it? Go. Don't overanalyze. Just go. Take the trade. You lose, you lose. You're in the simulator. You mark it down. You put down why you lost. Okay? You get in the next trade. Beautiful setup. Get in. You lose, you lose. There's no sulking. All right? There's no sulking. We're not 5. You want to lose, traders. You want to lose because that's how you're going to find out what you're doing wrong. Most of you have wins, and they're not good ones either. But you have the win, and you just say, oh, forget that one. It's a win. I don't have to mark anything down about that trade. Good one. You learn through your losers. Do you understand this, everybody? You got to mark them down. Okay? Mark them down. You lose. What happened? Post it. I have a lot of them to review today. I was backed up yesterday. The kid graduated, folks. So you all went on the back burner, you know what I'm saying? You lose, you lose, you lose. You learn, you learn, you learn. We don't sulk. We don't make excuses because you can't handle the loss because of the ego. I lost. Voss, yes, I lost today. But the reason I lost is my doggie was sitting on my lap, and it kept barking in my left ear. And you know, I can't think clearly when they bark in the left ear. I can do better when it barks in the right ear, but it was in the left ear, and, you know, it was just in the way. It was just one of those days. And that's why I lost today. One. That's my brain that you just saw. And then my brain goes, what? What? Voss, yes, I lost today. All right, what happened on the trade? Well, I didn't have my milk and cookies before the opening bell. I usually have my milk and cookies, but they weren't there. I ran out of milk. What was I supposed to do? User with the roses. Yes, my user. Go get him. So here we will tell you what simulators that we think you should use. We're building our own right now. Matter of fact, the hey, VIP coaches. Yesterday, I'm in the group chat with the my beginner's luck was awesome. With the engineers and the owner, and oh, you got to see the fight going on, boy. I stayed out of it. I'll read some of it to you guys later. I stayed out of it. I'm not getting involved in this one. No, I know where to poke the bear and what bear not to poke, baby. Nope. It wasn't as easy as we thought. No shit. Who said that? Moi. Me. All right, folks. Where are we at here? User Dr. Suds, S. Galvin, Duco, Manny, KK, User Lovesick, Christina, Zahn, Brad, Zen, Duco, SPX Gutter, Arcade is here. Lino Rocha, Tommy June, Steven Silin, only the Dan in the UK. We're still investigating that. No mas Mirando to do. Andrew and his believing, Amizi, Doniel, Mark Beza, Dr. Suds, yes. Davion Candy, Davion, Powder, the Lenny G, Marky Brown, Fishing Midwest, Mr. Dave, Matt Dixon, Hillary, Buckeye, Marky, Brad, Zen. Think I got everybody. Yuli, Hector, Isaiah, Esther. Thank you for all the gifts, everybody. I love you all so much. We will see you in the VIP live training tonight. And VIPers, I'll be in that chat very soon. Folks, be patient. Get in the VIP, start learning how to trade, and be patient. No analysis paralysis from any of the VIPers today. You see it, you get in. Period. Got it? Good. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you.